What's up, everybody? Welcome to Carter Media, guys. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Carter Media. You guys know the drill. Before we get into anything, follow the TikTok, Carter Media. Subscribe to the YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Same name. Um, Appreciate all you guys being here today. So hey, man, listen. What a series that was between the Boston Celtics and Philadelphia 76ers. It was roller coaster, man, all mixed emotions, but the boys did what they had to do. Now they're going to the Eastern Conference for the fourth time in Jason Tatum's career. And the Celtics it was stressful at the start. Losing game one without a beat. The beat comes back, you win. It was back and forth. But like I said, Celtics threw that left hand. They threw that jab. They threw that left hand, and, man, they got it done. Shit, man, I don't even know what to say. That was a great series. Jason Tatum at the end of Game 6 hitting 4 big threes when the Sixers didn't score. Sixers went on that drought with 83, 81. They went 0 for 6. Jason Tatum came alive with 4 big threes. Amazing game by Jason Tatum in Game 7. Game 6, he was probably on his worst performance. Then Celtics were dead in the water. Sixers did have the Celtics. I'm not going to lie. Sixers have the Celtics, but they had him dead in the water, but the Celtics didn't sink. Jason Tatum rose up, man. And, man, now they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Miami Heat. It was a great series. Jason Tatum, 6 for 8 on threes in Game 7. Jaylen Brown, we can't act like Jaylen Brown did not have a great series. He was very efficient and consistent this series. I think they started finding the groove again in the second half of that Game 7 the other day on Sunday. Jaylen Brown was getting the ball more towards the end of the game in the second half. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were feasting. At one point, the Celtics were down. Celtics were down at one point. Went on was it a 24-3 run? I forget what it was. But they went on this big run. 24-3 run. Yeah, Game 7. Insane run. Jason Tatum hits a big three, 55-52 in the third quarter. I mean, at the halftime, 55-52, and then Jason Tatum just got hot. He had 20. Once I saw the box score, Jason Tatum having 25 points in the first half, I was like, "Yup, this is it. The boys gonna prevail." JT showed up, taking less threes, but he hit 6 out of 8. Man, oh my goodness, an amazing game by Jason Tatum. The Celtics prevailed. Their defense, Al Horford was on Embiid like glue, making him get tough looks, tough shots. Celtics out rebound. They out hustled. Start of the game, it was typical. Like, Celtics are just lazy, but they got it together. Jason Tatum breaking a record. It was amazing. But I gotta give props to Philly, man. Joel Embiid, James Harden, Maxey. They took the Celtics to 6. In 7, they took them to 7. I'm sorry, not 6. It was anybody's game at one point. They took the Celtics to a 7-game series. Amazing series, Philly. Whatever you guys do in the offseason, man, that was just a good series by Philly. I can't say nothing. It was a great series by the Celtics and the Sixers. So now that that's over, Celtics got, again, the Miami Heat. This is basically the bubble, the Big Four, if you want to say it. Obviously, the bubble did matter to me because a lot of mental toughness came through that bubble. It was harder than just going to June, playing a regular season. It was a lot of things that happened, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Sometimes things happen. That's just life. But, Lakers and Heat, Lakers did come out top at Game 6, but now, hear me out. As much as I want to pick the Celtics early, I picked the Celtics to win in 7 games. That's my prediction. I think Jimmy Butler's going to have a Game 6 where he's going to rise. I think Eric Spoelstra is too good to go down early. I'll be very surprised. I mean, I still have the Celtics winning the series, obviously. I think they're going back, but I don't think it's going to be, they got to lay over. Like, oh, yeah, coming by, just let Taylor drop 50. Oh, it's okay. They ain't got to do that, baby. This Miami Heat team, Eric Spoelstra, much respect. He's a legend. He's one of the, if not the best coach of the game besides Steve Kerr, Popovich in this generation. He's top 3 for me. Behind those guys, I'll get to another thing. So without Tyler Hero, I don't know if he's gone all series. I waited on that news, but they have more ball pressure. They have more defense without Tyreek Hill, but I don't think they're better than him. Because on offense, Jimmy Butler's gonna have to be very consistent and be like playoff Jimmy that we know. He's down 12% on shooting. He's down a little bit. He cooled off, but anytime the man can heat up. We see it against Milwaukee when he hit that incredible layup to force overtime. I forget what game that was, but Jimmy Butler can play. Very good scorer. It's gonna come down. Here's the thing: the Lakers and Nuggets are gonna be role players in the Lakers, and the Lakers in Denver are gonna be role players. Celtics and the Heat are gonna be the stars. I mean, it's just how it is. Now, as much as I like Jokic, and I think the stars in LA and Denver are gonna be very, very good to watch. I know what everybody's saying in the script: Celtics and Lakers. Listen, I get jokes. I say it too. I don't mind jokes, dog. It's what we do as fans. But the game hasn't been played yet. The games haven't been played yet. Well, the Lakers start tonight. But no game has been played yet. We can say all the jokes we want. We can say what we want. Everybody can say what they want on TV. Watch the game. Listen, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I know I've been dealing with this all week. You guys are going to like this. I'm going to admit it. Did I think the Celtics were going to win the series? At one point, I thought the Celtics were dead. I'm sorry. All right, listen. It happens. I'm just a real person. When I cover basketball, I see the real things. You have to. When you're covering the sport, even though you love your team, sometimes you have to go against it. As much as I get mad for Kendrick Perkins for doing it, I do see his point. Not that I actually agree with Perk. So Perk, I don't know if you ever see this, but my bad, brother. I might have called you an idiot on Twitter, Perkins. I don't mean it. Don't know if you ever see this, but I hope he does. That'd be cool. Imagine. But so here's my thing. So I think Celtics win, but it's gonna be 7 games. Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler are gonna have. This is gonna be great to watch. I love watching. I went down to Miami watching them play the Lakers in December with my boys after Christmas. It was sweet. They took me down there. It was amazing. But this Heat team is resilient. So aren't the Celtics. So Max Strus always had success versus Celtics. Gabe Vincent actually looked pretty good in that Knicks series. Even the Knicks, honestly, it was surprising though because the Knicks, I really thought they put up a better fight. They just at last possession, Randall turns over Brunson, and it is what it is. I think the Celtics have more firepower. I think they're more talented roster. Do I trust them yet? Not fully. Even though that was an amazing series versus Sixers, I still think the Celtics are going to the finals. I just don't think it's going to be as easy as everybody's saying it. I don't think this is going to be as easy as we think it is. It could be. This could be so easy. Celtics could just go if Jason Tatum shooting like that, even though it's not going to happen every game. Listen, I played basketball all my life. I watched basketball all my life. And I've seen guys who I think are very, very good one night. They're inconsistent. Now, if Jason Tatum does that, I'm not saying he doesn't have to drop 50 for the Celtics to win. He doesn't have to. But the stretch why I think the Celtics have it the best chance to succeed in the stretch versus the Heat down the series is the guard play. Can Malcolm Brogdon be the guy? Can Marcus Smart and Derek White? Can the Celtics keep driving and kicking versus zone defense? Now, their zone defense is very good. Celtics have had trouble with the zone defense versus the Heat for a while, but you got different ball handlers. You got a different philosophy of offense. Celtics just, listen, keep that Robert Williams and Al Horford lineup in there. You don't got Embiid, but you got Bam Adebayo, who last year in Game 3 just got aggressive and got hot, and he had a great game. Bam Adebayo is a scorer. Don't act like Bam isn't like a liability. Bam can be Bam. Butler's going to be Butler. But how good are the role players going to be? I'm not really looking at the role players as everybody else is. I'm looking at the stars. I'm looking at Tatum versus Butler. It's how do I say this right? Give me a sec. I'm trying to think. All right, I'm gonna say this. Just Jimmy Butler versus Jason Tatum series is gonna be like LeBron versus Paul George. If you guys remember the Heat and Pacers series, what year was that? 2013, 2012? It was one of those, or 2014, I think. It was LeBron James versus Paul George. That's why I think this Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler series is gonna be like. Even though I don't think they're as good as Paul George and LeBron, but I still feel like I got this philosophy that Paul George and LeBron are going to be like this Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler series. Which star is going to show up more? Who's going to have the better nights? Who on variety of stretches? Who's going to be the better player on the win? Now, I believe Butler's just it's hard to debate this, but I think with Tatum, the talent he has, the ability to drive down to the lane, like in Game 7, if Jason Tatum does this, if he starts driving to the rim, if he can attack like that in this series, he has an advantage. He's capable of doing this almost every game. It's not going to happen every game, like I said, but he is so more capable of being this dominant and this great of a scorer and shooter, you know. For Jimmy Butler, I think he has to be very consistent on a lot of possessions. Jimmy Butler can't worry about taking possessions off. You know, in playoffs, he's very good on possessions. Almost every possession, Jimmy Butler has to be key. He has to be the it factor on possessions. I believe he will be. That's why I got this going 7. But if Jimmy Butler's not that dude, if he's not consistent on defense, he has to be a defender too. He needs to show effort on defense. It can't just be Bam. Even though Bam's a great, very underrated rim protector in my opinion. He's a very good rim protector. So, this could go either way. I still got the Celtics, but I don't think it's going to be early. But here's the thing. Now, for most of the series, even though James Harden and Embiid are different from Bam Butler, I get it. And Lowry, too, that Kyle Lowry. Celtics, for early in the series, they were getting killed by low scoring on with Embiid and Harden. They were getting screened. They were pick and roll. It was a nightmare without Robert Williams in the line. They were getting killed. I love Al Horford, but damn, that man got cooked until Game 7. No offense, Al, I still love you. But, so, one thing they're always good at is setting key screens. People say illegal screens like the Warriors. No, the Warriors do that. I'm just kidding. But those screens by Bam, the Celtics going to have to not drop down on screens. They're going to have to fight through the screens. They're going to have to get through the screens with Bam, stay up, because both teams going to shoot the 3 ball pretty good. All right, Jason Tatum just went 6 for 8 from 3. You still got Derek White on driving kicks for the Celtics. You got Brogdon. It's just a talented roster with the Celtics. But if Tyler Hero comes back, or I hope he does, he's a great player. He's fun to watch. Or if he doesn't, you still got Butler. Even though he's good in the paint, but you still got Butler. You still got Max Strus, who honestly, don't sleep on him, dog. He can shoot. Gabe Vincent, he's all right. Bam's already a 3-point shooter. Yeah, he kind of can be. Who else do they have on the roster? Yeah, they kind of got a lot of shooters. It's just on defense. Can Butler, and I believe he's going to be, can he be consistent on defense? I think the Celtics have the better overall chance. That's why I got the Celtics going back. Because I had a feeling it was going to be Celtics and Heat, but man. All right, let's take a break. Let's talk about the playoff picture real quick. Bucks went down in round 1. Sixers are gone in round 2. Round 2. The New York Knicks, as good as they played, I thought the Cavs were going to win that one. But I think for New York, they ran Brunson. They found their guy. I thought the Cavs were going to make a run. I really thought they were going to make a deep run, but it is what it is. Celtics and Heat are here again, as they should be. I think they both deserve to be here. I think Butler's been unbelievable. They're both taking care of business. One thing I want to mention about the Celtics. The Boston Celtics, you know what they did? You're up by 3 at halftime. You closed the damn game out. Yeah, the Celtics are lead in blowouts, the best team in blowouts, but the 13-13 in close games. Listen, in close games is very simple. At Game 6 was very simple for the Celtics. Just give it to Jason Tatum, hit one big shot, hit those big shots, missed it, got it back, step back on Embiid, hit step back. Listen, it's the little things that are going to win the Celtics this series. The worst enemy is themselves. The worst enemy on the Celtics is the 15 guys on the roster. It's the 5 main guys for 6 years. Can they overcome it? Because Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in 1-point games. He's very good. I forgot his record, but he's very good in close games. As we all know, in 1-point games, he's very good in close games. Eric Spoelstra, I mean, dude, this dude is very good. So, can the Celtics, even though that Game 7 was wild last year, I remember that Jimmy had the ball. I was like, no way, missed it. Thank God. Smart, it's just, damn. But the one thing that did impress me about Coach Joe last game, making the adjustment, putting the bigs in the first in the starting lineup, and I think Tatum. Listen, Jason Tatum is heating up though. He hit 6 for 8 on threes, 51 points. I rewatched the game. Just on offense, taking less threes, taking a shooting diet on threes, which means that means obviously you're trying to stay away from like certain like sugar and stuff, all that. He's staying away from the point line and those tough looks. Most of his points were 2. He was getting downhill on Embiid. He was dancing on Embiid, dude. Probably hitting the gritty on him. He was dancing on Embiid. Now, and Bam's still good, but we hold Embiid, who just won an MVP, didn't show up in Game 7, but we hold him to that standard. And Bam is still a very good rim protector. But the Celtics game plan's got to be get downhill on Bam, attack Butler, get them in foul trouble early. Get Tatum. Tatum has to get tomorrow night. Tatum. I expect Tatum 11 first quarter points from Jason Tatum tomorrow. Get him off to a hot start. It's gonna be Boston's gonna be packed. But Jimmy Butler wants this matchup. I want this matchup. Everybody wants this matchup. It's now national television. Celtics philosophy is let's go back to the finals. You're right there. Do not fold. You have a big chance right now. Go in this laser focused Celtics can get this win. Win game 1. If they take these 2 games in Boston. Man. Listen. But I do feel like the Celtics, this is why I don't get cocky. I think they're the better talented roster. I think their guard play is a lot better. I think the Celtics guard play is a big reason why they're here. As Malcolm Brogdon in Game 6 kept the Celtics in the game. Obviously, Jason Tatum did his thing after having the worst performance. Jason Tatum went from having an offseason as hell to dropping the most points in a Game 7 ever, passing Steph Curry. It was unbelievable. This kid's on a mission. And Jason Tatum's heating up. It's just how long can he maintain this? I'm not saying go for 50 every night, but how long can he maintain and establish himself at a high standard of scoring, of being so good on offense, and then going back on defense? Listen, man. Listen, refs. All right, we all make jokes. Oh, it's rigged. No, because we're just a bunch of idiots who gamble. We're just fans. Don't worry about the refs. Control what you can control, and gotta tell Tatum, control only what you can control. And gotta control this game. He's gotta control himself. He's gotta control this matchup. He's gotta control the game. And now I speak about Jaylen Brown. Listen, Jaylen Brown had a fucking serious versus the Heat last year. Jaylen Brown. I'm looking at Jason Tatum. I'm looking at Jaylen Brown. If they want to be established as one of the best duos in the NBA, here's my thing. They just have to win a championship, and they are right there. It won't be easy. I do expect Coach Spoelstra to freaking run some circles around the rookie head coach Celtics, but the way the Celtics adjust, I think, but it's going to be a chess match. This ain't going to be easy, dog. Don't expect this to be the Brooklyn Nets and Celtics first round. It ain't even going to be. This is going to be 7 games. I already know Celtics and Heat. This will be 7 games. I'm a diehard Celtics fan, but I cover the game, and for years have I watched. I thought the Celtics were going to sweep the Heat last year. Look what happened. Heat are on a mission. The Celtics are on a mission. You could have the better depth. You could have the better roster, as I know that we have. I know the Celtics have the better roster, the better role players, but I think this is coming down to the stars. Who can win this matchup? It's Mike versus Kobe. It's LeBron versus Paul George. And I'm not saying they're them. No one will be Kobe. No one will be MJ. None of these guys. No one ever will be them. But if you're talented, this is going to be the matchup they're going to want. This is LeBron versus Paul George, man. Heat and the Pacers. This is like Heat, Paul George, and LeBron. These two, for years, man. They have a lot of history together. But I'm confident the Celtics will pull it out. Who do I think is coming out the West? Man. All right, here's my thing. Who do I think is coming out the West? I'll say it. Who's coming out the West? That's tough. Man, this is hard. I'm going to say it. Hold on. I gotta go with LeBron. Here's my one reason why I'll pick LeBron. There's one person you don't bet against in basketball right now. It is LeBron James. I think Anthony Davis. Much as I like Jokic and I like the Denver Nuggets, there's times that Jamal Murray and Anthony Davis too, but there are times that Jamal Murray was inconsistent, didn't have his best night. MBJ didn't have his best night, and versus that Suns series, versus Suns, the Nuggets, Jamal Murray. Much as I love Jamal Murray, I said my friends, if he's healthy, they're the reason why they're gonna go all the way. He was inconsistent at times, and I think the role players are gonna step up. You know, you got LeBron, you got Jokic, you got AD. They'll control what they can control. But Austin Reeves stepped up huge against the Golden State Warriors. That was a very fun series, by the way. But you got Austin Reeves, you got Schroeder. Lonnie Walker showed up, he didn't. But then you have, from the other side, you got Jamal Murray being inconsistent. So it's like having those off nights. You know, it's whoever has it that night when LeBron has it, you're going to get the ball a lot. You're just going to take over. He's going to let you take over. Yeah, LeBron trusts his teammates to take any shot. And LeBron's not afraid to give it to any of his guys, which says a lot of things. He's not afraid to give it to anybody, give the ball to them. And even down low, I think the Lakers are better down low in the paint, even though they have Jokic, probably, because Jokic. But I think the Lakers are just, they started getting a mentality, getting hot at the right time. And, I think Jokic will have a great series. I think Jokic is going to have a great series. But we did see Jokic have 53 versus the Suns and Phoenix, and they still lost. And then now you got to go play LeBron, Anthony Davis. Much as we all like making fun of the Lakers, especially me as a Celtics fan, there's times that Jokic did have 53 and they did lose. And now you got a very good – people forget how good that Lakers defense was after they made those moves at the deadline. They had Lonnie Walker, Jared Vanderbilt. Maybe they always had Lonnie Walker, actually. But, getting Malik Beasley. D'Angelo Russell showed up, too. They're nice. He'll be consistent, and he'll show up. I think the Lakers' role players will step up. The Denver inconsistently from some role players, even though I think they have the better players, worries me. There's nights that Denver will take off, and there's nights that Lakers will just say if they know they're off, they're going to attack them quick. I think this Lakers team's on a mission. I think they have one of the best turnarounds since the deadline. They run me at the Celtics last year. My finals predictions. And no, I'm not saying this is scripted or anything because that's all jokes. But this is me. If my knowledge works, Celtics in 7, Lakers in 6, Celtics-Lakers finals. This is 2010 rematch. I'm going to say it right now. Lakers beat Denver in 6. The Celtics beat the Heat in 7. And we're going to get a rematch of 2010. Not just because I want it, but this is what I've been seeing all playoffs. I've seen Denver's role players' inconsistency, not having a good night on offense. You're going to need almost every possession if you want to go beat LeBron, who's still averaging big numbers, and Anthony Davis. When Anthony Davis is on, he's on it more than he's not on it. Anthony Davis has been more consistent. He was very consistent in that Warriors series, which was huge. When you rely on Anthony Davis, if AD can take care of Jokic, this will be over than anybody thinks. Celtics in 7 versus the Heat, Lakers in 6 versus Denver, and we're going to get a 2010 rematch. Guarantee it. This is my final prediction. All right, guys, that's all we have. I'll be back for the Lakers tonight. I'll recap that Lakers game 1, but we'll see it, man. Go Celtics. Come on, baby. Win tomorrow night, and let's go back to June, baby. Let's go back, baby. Let's go.